All right, let's get right into Google Calendar. And if you're not there yet, just make sure you click on the calendar option within your Google account. Now notice there's a My Calendars area. You can create a bunch of calendars here. We're going to create a new calendar. Now it makes a great deal of sense to have multiple calendars within your Google Calendar account, all color-coded and things so it doesn't become confusing. In this case, we're going to create a calendar just of your fall class schedule. And then you'll see it pop up under your calendars. There's your new fall 2013 schedule calendar. Then let's move ahead to when classes begin, so let's move our mini calendar here forward to August. Now it's time to populate our new fall 2013 schedule calendar. So just start dragging to create a new event. So it's really intuitive and very easy to use. And in this case, English 101. Make sure you choose the right calendar of the different calendar options. So fall 2013 schedule. You can have it repeat, and so we're going to have it repeat every Monday, Wednesday, Friday in this case. And so by default, it will just keep on repeating indefinitely every week unless you put an end date. You can always change the end date later too. Oops, have to click on the calendar to activate it. So here's English 101. Now add the rest of your classes to your new fall 2013 schedule calendar and choose some pretty colors. We'll move quickly here, but all the options are pretty self-explanatory, and you can always go back in and make any changes you need to make later. You can slide events around, create notifications, all sorts of neat stuff. So let's go into Tuesday and Thursday here, and keep in mind I'm just totally making the schedule up as I go, just as an example. You'll want to put in probably more information for each class, but this works for now. Okay, so now let's click on month. We were in the weekly view, and move ahead a bit. And here you see the events or classes we plugged in, and they're repeating just like we wanted them to. Okay, grand. Time to make a new calendar. Now let's do a fun one and a critical one. This one you're going to plug in your assignments and tests and things. This is where you'll go through all your syllabi and input everything for the entire semester. This is definitely very critical and very helpful. Now let's start plugging in some makeup quizzes and paper due dates and things like that. By default, a calendar devoted to due dates should probably be a bit more of a stark color, so the events really stand out. Okay, well that stands out nicely, doesn't it? You can also edit the event to input more information that's important, like what's going to be covered. The description is definitely very helpful, especially if you're on the go or want to keep track. Here, your progress for like studying within the description. Make sure you choose the right calendar when creating these new events. That's kind of a habit you have to get into, I guess. Well, in this very imaginary scenario, that's not too bad for late September here. A few quizzes and papers. But let's move ahead. You'll definitely want to do this with your syllabi, the very first couple days of classes. Create your calendars and see when all your assignments and tests will be for the entire semester. So as you go through your syllabi with all the dates of exams and paper due dates, you can start seeing when you're going to have some prickly weeks and plan accordingly. So here, for example, is a 10-page paper for philosophy. We're going to make this one a bright red color. So here's a few more graded things. As you see, this is why I created a separate calendar just for exams and such. Now you can unclick everything else and see starkly when everything is due. It's definitely a very nice feature. Oops, UB101 is the wrong calendar, just got to change that. And that doesn't sound too bad, just a presentation. So we're going to make this one a yellow color. So for this calendar, for example, you could decide to color code things based on your projected stressometer or how much preparation each assignment will require. You get the idea. Now let's talk briefly about the task option within Google Calendar, which is a great way to create lists of things to get done. The tasks list is displayed on the left-hand side, just along with calendars, and then activated on the right. So as you can see, I guess I can get rid of this one here. Likewise, you can create lists of whatever you need to remember and complete. For assignments, it works great as you can plan ahead and tackle things and then mark them off when done.